Well, can you tell me more about nomore.org, the project that you're involved in?
Yeah, nomore.org. After George W. Bush was reelected in 2004, a partner, a guy that I've worked with ever since, his name is B. Dolan, and we have a group called Epic Beardmen. He came up with the idea for nomore.org where we would create a database for all corporations and have their spreadsheet or their rap sheet about all violations, all types, or even good stuff and bad stuff, so that if someone wanted to research a company, they could get all the information in one place and figure out, do I want to support Exxon? Are they a bad company? Let me weigh the pros and cons. So it was that, and we got a lot of attacks on the website, but there was a lot of support early on. Unfortunately, we just didn't have the staff to keep it operating. And it eventually came down a few years later, and now it's just about to go back up thanks to the efforts of B. Dolan, who has kind of wrangled some good people who are tech savvy, who understand, how to bring back all the old information and compile a new database, and maybe it can be more secure as far as DOS attacks and stuff of that sort. Which
was that an issue initially, or did that happen? Oh,
yeah.
Wow, yeah. Mm-hmm. I couldn't explain any of that stuff either.
That's
I know
beyond me. I funded it. I was able to fund it initially, but and promoted it because I really believe in the spirit of the project. I think it's important. I think it's crazy that something isn't as accessible to people as it should be out there. All the information that is just floating around, people are just bombarded by way too much information. And if we can consolidate it and make it easier to process and not do it in a biased way, literally just show a list of like, where are they at with workers' rights? Where is this company at, with environmental concerns? And if that matters to you, good. If it doesn't, fine. You make your own decision as to who you're going to support. Because the motto was vote with your dollar. Because we felt like the whole election was a scam. We felt like just going to the polls once every 4 years was a crock of shit, and it was making people feel like they were making a difference, and then they would just dump their wallets out at Walmart, So we wanted to prod people and get them thinking about why it is certain laws get passed and who's behind the lobbies and who's lobbying and why, and make them think about that. Because if you're going to have a successful democracy, you have to know who's pulling the strings, and your money is going into other people's pockets. So who are you going to support?
So is there a timeline on the resurgence of that project, or
I just saw him make a post, I think yesterday, saying that probably within the next week or two we might see awesome. nomore.org come back. Yeah, so
cool.
I have to confer with him. I don't really know the details, but he's a busy dude. Shout out B. Dolan.
2004, I still remember, and the one silver lining from all that was that so many artists, were like, we gotta do something. Like after that happened and Bush won it, and that's one of those days where it's like, my dad still remembers, where he was when JFK got murdered and stuff like that. I do still remember the morning after Bush won again in 2004, and it's in quotes because he didn't win the first time, but he won again in 2004.
Yeah, it was big. It was a big deal. It felt like everything was coming to a head. We were post 9/11 already. We already saw how society was changing. We already felt like the whole thing was a facade. We knew we were getting involved in illegal wars. We felt like there was nothing we could do about it, and we sat in our fucking living room talking about, are we going to go outside right now and throw bricks through windows, or are we going to try to come up with a solution? So it was either bricks through windows or make nomore.org. That was where we were at. We were fucking pissed off, man.
Oh, dude. I mean, I was in college and I went to Indiana University where, you had it was very much divided because it's a college in the heartland, but it's also, you know, a pretty progressive university and a pretty progressive town. So it was very much divided, and there's people from all over the world there. And I remember I was in I happened to be in the business school, walking through the business school, which was where it was a little more of the "we're happy about what happened" end of things. So, I mean, I was walking through the halls and people were celebrating, like people were high fiving. And I was just, I just wanted to, like, I was just like, get me out of here. I'm like,
Wow.
and then I saw that there was this one girl standing in the corner crying. And I was like, I feel her pain, but I don't have time for any of this. And I kept walking. Then I did a double take and I realized, oh, that's my girlfriend standing in the corner crying. I should probably go.
I was going to say, and then I married her.
Yeah. No, it was my girlfriend at the time. We're still friends to this day, but yeah, but it was her. She was crying in the corner. I was like, oh, I guess I should probably go over there. I was just like, we're going out to dinner tonight. We're gonna do something. We're doing something fun. We're going into town.
I remember when Trump got elected, there was a girl I was dating who was at my house. And when the news broke that he was elected, she was just like, who cares? And I like looked over, I'm like, we're done. Me and you, done.
Oh, you said that to her?
In my head.
Oh, in your head. Okay. You didn't say it
In
out
my head, I said it.
Well, what happened? Did things work out with that girl or
No,
okay.
no, literally, I knew. I was like, she just doesn't understand what's about to happen. That's cool, but right now, I have a lot of things to prepare for. So, yeah.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and make